We are live. Hi, everyone. How are you doing this beautiful afternoon? Uh, if you can see me, hear me, let me know where you're joining me from. I'm streaming live from Calgary in Alberta. It's a beautiful sunny day here. Hi, Aditola. Hi, Abdul. Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? Doing amazing? I hope so. I am multi-streaming, so you can catch me on the Business Analysis School pages as well, on Instagram and on Facebook. And you can catch me on Hi Abdul from South Africa. You can catch me on my personal LinkedIn page. Hi Omotoke from Calgary. I hope you're enjoying the sun out today. It's amazing. It's good to have full sunlight. Okay, Aditola is joining from Lagos. All right. How many of you joined the webinar we just had with the IIBA on the best certifications for you and how to get started with BA certifications? Oh, hi, Winetta from Ireland. Hi, Chioma. Hi, everyone. Hi. Welcome. Hi, Tega. Hi, Fikemi from Toronto. Hi. Hi, I hope you have good weather today. It's really nice out. I'm gonna take a walk for sure. Okay. Awesome. Abdul says it's his first time joining the live, so welcome. So if we haven't met before, my name is Eno Eka. I am the founder of Business Analysis School and CEO of Any Consulting Incorporated. I am a business analysis consultant and coach. I help professionals land six-figure roles in business analysis. I also help companies implement technologies, leverage the people, process, and technology. Hi, Folari. Leverage people, process, and technology to increase their revenue and also to meet their business goals. All right, so awesome. Let's get started. Let's talk about business analysis. If you were just following me or you just connected, you hear me talk about business analysis a lot. You hear me talk about the tech career path a lot. You hear me talk about things like how to grow in your career, how to get started, how to leverage tech skills, to make six figures in tech, how to work in tech without having tech skills, because I do not have tech skills and I teach people around the world how to do the same because we all have the right experience and the right skills required. Hi, Chris. Hi, Chukudifo. Hi. Okay, so let's get started. So I'll talk a little bit about myself and my own journey. And if you can relate to it, let me know in the chat. But where do I start from? Okay. So I started my career in accounting. So I went to school and I studied accounting, right? And graduating and working in that space, I wanted more. It was a career that I thought I would enjoy because I loved doing accounting. I passed my exam so well, I had straight A's, and I thought it was going to be the perfect career path. Do it till I retire. But working in that path, I didn't enjoy it. It was monotonous. It was boring, and I wanted something more for myself. So I started researching different career paths and seeing how I could use my existing skills and experience. And at that time, I also didn't want to go back to university because um, I had just graduated and fresh out of school. I was thinking of going to get a master's instead of getting a certificate or going back to do another bachelor. So I was looking for careers that I could easily transition into. And there are so many that I found, like there was HR, there was logistics and supply chain. It was kind of a big deal at that time. Project management, business analysis. I took a project management training, took a business analysis training as well. My instructors felt like I had such good experience. I scaled through those classes. I did excellently well. And it just seemed like a good fit. However, business analysis really caught my eye and my attention because I found that I was already carrying out business analysis activities in my current role. because I was already working, on projects or being part of a project team. And because of that, I was trying to see how I could improve things. So where things were manual, I already found myself um, improving those processes, recommending tools that we could use at work, seeing how we could automate things, seeing how we could move from doing things manually, seeing how we could improve the employee experience so that we don't have a high turnover, seeing how we could keep our customers satisfied, seeing how we could also improve the technology that we already had. So all of these things I was doing was already business analysis. So finding out that the role that a business analyst played was more about the functions, the activities they carried out, that made me realize I was already doing this regardless. So that was one of the reasons why I decided to move into the business analysis career path, because I was already doing the activities. Two, I didn't need to go to school to actually get a certificate or a degree to practice business analysis. Three, I was very, very passionate about technology. In my roles, I was involved in everything that has to do with technology. I was recommending solutions. I was working on solutions, working with the vendors. Back early in my accounting career, I started using the Sage accounting software, especially Peachtree accounting software for those who are still in the accounting field. If you know Peachtree, that's what I was using back then. And I was able to introduce the software into the company. I was able to help the company with implementing it and adopting it. So we moved away from doing a lot of things manually and using the P3 accounting software. So I'd been involved in all of these things, but I didn't even know there were BA activities, because to me, I was just doing my regular accounting work. And I was involved in projects because we had a lot of projects going on, multiple projects at the same time. And I was in all these project teams. And of course, as a business analyst, as an accountant, you would find yourself doing a lot of control and audit work. And I was just trying to see how I could automate things and make things less manual. And I didn't have to always go to the sites, for example, to do some audit and control work and all of that. So automating things, was a key part of my role. And because I've always been very passionate about leveraging technology, because I believe technology is what every company should adopt technology. We should not be afraid of technology. I've always been that person who would be looking out for new opportunities, new ways we can implement things. I'm always researching. Could you say she is an auditor and she hates it? It's funny how I actually liked audit in school during my graduate study, but working in audit, I didn't enjoy it anymore. So I totally get you there. So I was just really, really, when I was extremely passionate about this, and I was going the extra mile to find opportunities, to find things I could learn, online, asking questions, doing a lot of research, all of that. So that's really where I was. And then I just didn't really see that growth path for me in this career that I wasn't even enjoying. And I also had a lot of colleagues as well who felt the same way, but they were stuck. They were unfulfilled. They felt they were just bored. And, very early for me, I was already feeling that way. And I knew that I didn't want to continue, in that path. So what happened is I decided to make that move and get started with my BA career. And I got started back in Nigeria, took trainings, got my certification, found like minds and people who were also interested in business analysis careers or working as business analysts. Now, at that time, it wasn't the most popular career because everybody was either working in the bank, or as an accountant, engineer, doctor, banker, lawyer. Like there were just some typical career paths that everybody could, just flow into. And it didn't just make sense at that time for me to leave a stable career that I could always get a job in and move into a career that, there wasn't that huge adoption. And even at that time, a lot of these certifications were not even written in Nigeria. I had to go to Ghana to write my exam. I had to pay for the fees. I had to get training, all of that, fully self-sponsored. even without knowing if this career path will work out for me, while still holding on to my job in, doing accounting work, doing finance work as well. Well, to cut the chase, when I arrived Canada, I found out that my skills and experience was very valuable. The things I was bringing to the table that I thought um, they were too minor, or that I undervalued from my experience, my skills, the things that I've done so far in my career were very valuable, and I was able to use that to move into the BA career path fully here in Canada, grow my income to six figures in 6 months. I was able to land a six-figure opportunity. In 8 months, I was able to get my first consulting opportunity. And in 9 months, I actually started my consulting company, right? And all this was possible through business analysis. So if you're here and you're listening to me and you're that person who is really thinking about, can I really do this? Is it possible? There's a place for you in business analysis. And I say this because when you think about a business, you think about all the different functional areas in the business. There is HR, there is logistics and supply chain, for example, there's procurement, right? There is sales, there's marketing, there's accounting and finance, there's research and development, there's where strategy also comes in. Every unit in the business, they have processes in place to carry out their work, right? They have team members, people doing the work, and then they use technologies. Even if they're just using the Microsoft Office suite, they're using technologies, right? So if you are currently working in a role in a company, put away your job title and think about how the work you do cuts across the people, the process, and the technology, right? So if you're able to do that, you'll realize that you're already carrying out business analyst activities. If you're providing solutions, you're recommending those solutions, you're solving problems in the company, you are analyzing the business needs. What do we need to do? Do we need to launch a new product? Do we need to see how we can grow our sales? Do we need to hire new people? All of that is business analysis. If you're also so that's the people side of things, right? So if you're also trying to see how we can improve our business processes, we can automate things, that is business analysis. If you're trying to see how we can leverage technology, learn new tools, train ourselves on new tools, work with vendors to implement new tools and technologies, that is business analysis. So having that understanding also that a business analyst is anyone who carries out these activities, regardless of your job title. Now, in the live stream I had on Tuesday, and if you missed it, please, I recommend that you go watch the live stream I had on Tuesday. They're also on all the pages. Anywhere you're watching me from right now, whether it's YouTube, LinkedIn, or Instagram, you would see the same you see my live stream on Tuesday. I break down the different types of job descriptions, right, job titles rather, that BAs have, whether it's business analyst, senior business analyst, business systems analyst, product manager, product owner, product analyst, requirements analyst, operations analyst. Whatever title you have, it's not about the title, it's about the activities that you carry out. And that is the realization that I had, the realization that the people that I coach have, my students have, the realization that most people who get into the BA field have. Now, people get into the BA field for so many reasons. A lot of people actually do get in for the money, because I do not know a career path that can lead you into earning six figures, like over $100,000 that fast, without having to be in that path for a long time or go through tons and tons of examinations and qualifications. But with the business analysis career path, you're going to take what you have, bring it to the table, and help the company. So this is my journey in a nutshell. And for those of you who already know me, or you have joined any of my trainings, you would know that it's actually a longer story, but I'm trying to, of course, shorten it. So let's talk about the steps that you can take to get there. So the first step is that value mindset. And I say this all the time. The mindset is so key. And that is because business analysis is first a mindset than a skill set. There are some jobs that require you to have a skill sets, right? You need to actually know how to do something to do the work, right? Say, for example, if you're a baker, you need to know how to actually mix the cake ingredients. You need to know how to mix the icing and design ingredients. For example, put the cake together, color it, and make it look beautiful. With business analysis, is first that mindset that one, that we are going to solve a problem. First of all, is there a problem? Yes. Can we solve it? Yes. What are the things that we can do? We start to research on the available solutions, right? Is there a need? Yes, there's a need. Okay, who are the people that actually have this need? How can we help them solve it? Right? And what would make them happy? So, as the business analyst, you're thinking about the value you're going to give to people. And the business analysis role is a role of service. You need to be that person who likes to serve. You want to be able to improve things. You want to be able to serve, right? You're serving other people, making their work better. I'm happy when I'm able to implement a new technology that would help the call center staff reduce their wait time, that would help them be more efficient. I'm happy to implement a new process, right, that would help my tellers at the branch be able to process checks faster, maybe using a new technology or just improving their processes. I'm happy to make I'm happy to train the staff on a new tool or on a new industry trend or practice that will help them do their work better, regardless of what you're doing, whether you're in training, whether you're working in the IT team, whether you're working in the process team, whether you're doing more of vendor management, whatever you're doing. Once you have that value mindset and you know that because you've already started adding value where you are currently in your organization, you can add value anywhere else, then you can take the knowledge and experience you have and use that to work in business analysis. So that takes me to experience. The experience you have is very, very valuable. If you have worked as an accountant, as a lawyer, as a business admin person, or as a banker, or as an economist, regardless of the title you've had, the experience you have is very valuable. And that's the fantastic thing about business analysis, is that you do not start from scratch. You start from your experience. So if you have 5 years of experience, and you've been carrying out business analysis activities, you can use those 5 years of experience to get started in your business analysis career. You can use those 3 years of experience. You can use those 7 years of experience. The things you've done, the experience you have, you've worked in banking for 7 years. You now have 7 years of banking experience that you can use to work as a business analyst. Yes, you can work in banking because you already have a lot of banking experience. You can take that experience to another industry. So your experience is valuable. The things you've done throughout your career, the initiatives you've been involved in. Remember, I just told you about my story about being able to implement Sage accounting software, working with the team to customize it to fit our needs in that company. Well, that is my experience, and I have experience using technology because that is an accounting software and it is a technology. So you, in your current role today, you use so many tools, you use so many softwares, and that is technology. So when people say I'm scared of technology, I don't have tech experience, and then I ask them questions, you see that they're using technology all the time. You tell them to share their screen with you, they have several tools open that they use for their job. That is technology experience, and that is experience that you can use. Okay, so your experience is valuable, even if you're just working in customer service or customer experience. That is a whole industry in itself. That is a whole career path in business analysis, because customer experience is actually a career path inside of business analysis, because every company is focusing on customer experience. They want to make customer experience better all the time. It's never perfect. And you, as the business analyst, can come in with your knowledge to carry out some analysis, like how can we carry out surveys, ask our customers questions, how can we get feedback from our customers, how can we improve things, how can we make the experience better, whether it's online or in person. Your experience is so valuable. 3, your skills, the skills you already have, the hard skills and the soft skills. Your skills could be the things you use every day at work. Are you always doing problem solving, troubleshooting problems? Are you always asking questions, speaking to people, listening to them, advising them, right? Are you always making decisions, critical decisions, decision-making skills? Your communication skills, how you speak to people, you're always talking to people every day, or you're creating documents or training manuals or reports every day. Those are business analysis skills. Do you have an understanding of business as a whole? You have great business knowledge because you've worked in different industries for a while. That is business analysis skills. Do you know how to work with multiple stakeholders at the same time, from different departments, different units? That is business analysis. So, what are the skills you have today? Maybe the role you're in has exposed you to working with different levels of business. There are some people who their title could be um, operations analysts. There are people who are even interns that they have dotted reporting lines to C-suite executives, and they've been able to work with those people, with VPs and managers and team leads. Well, you have good stakeholder management experience. So you want to be able to document all of this and use your skills. The BA skill does not require you to have, I see people do this all the time. They feel like they need to have experience in a tool, right? Being able to use Salesforce, be a Salesforce administrator, doesn't mean you'll be a good business analyst. Being able to use SQL, being able to use Python or R, or being able to use Visio doesn't mean you'll be a good business analyst. You know how to use a tool, but can you communicate the results? Can you communicate the findings? Can you communicate your analysis results? Right? Can you work with a team? Can you manage conflicts? Right? How do you analyze problems? How can you resolve problems? Are you a leader? Can you influence teams to do the work? So you want to think about those soft skills. And remember, I talked about all of this in detail on Tuesday, so please go watch the live on business analysis pages on YouTube, business analysis school pages on YouTube, Instagram, or on my personal LinkedIn page. Okay, now another is your knowledge, the knowledge you already have. So if you already have a knowledge in a particular area, so say for example, you studied, say for example, you studied law. For example, you can use your experience in law, your knowledge in law, to actually work in legal technology, because that is a whole, that's a whole industry in itself. You can work with technology companies that build law softwares or law programs, or that or have law legal, or that have legal legal softwares, right? So you want to think about the knowledge you have. Or you already have experience in finance. That's fantastic. You have knowledge in finance. How can you use your finance knowledge to actually work as a business analyst? Or you have knowledge of a domain. You've worked in banking for a long time. You worked in oil and gas for a long time. You have the knowledge of that domain. How can you use your domain or industry knowledge? You can work in oil and gas as a business analyst. You can work in banking using your banking knowledge as a business analyst. You can use your legal knowledge to work as a legal business analyst. Whatever it is, the knowledge you have is very, very vital. So another step as well is certification. Certifications are an easy way to also define that you're serious about this career path and you want to get in there. So there are so many certifications that you can, get to get into this career path. The BA industry in itself, there are certifications that you can take. The IIBA has certifications for you at the different levels of your career. There's the entry, ECBA, CCBA, the CBAP certifications. Depending on your years of experience, you can take any of the certifications. And what they do for you is that they validate the experience you have. So say today, Oluwaseun has 5 years of experience or 10 years of experience, and she goes to take the CBAP certification. What that does is that it validates her knowledge and her experience. She is more confident speaking about business analysis. She knows the terminologies. She knows the knowledge areas. She can speak business analysis language. She knows the techniques and the tools required to carry out that job. Okay? She can negotiate her salary. She can get promoted at work. She can change her job. It validates your knowledge and experience. So if you're scared about the BA career path, then the certification is a good way to get started. Now, certifications do not mean that you get a job instantly. So I have people reach out to me all the time and say, I got this certification, but I don't have a job. Doesn't mean you're going to get a job, but it validates your experience. So do you already have the experience? Do you already have the skills? Because those precede certifications. They just validate the experience and skills that you already have. Okay. Another step is coaching. Another step is coaching, right? Coaching, training, getting education somehow. You need that. Getting some mentorship. You need that to help you. I did that. I still constantly get coaching, support, mentorship from people that have gone before me. So find people who have the same path just as you do. You know, you're not the first person from customer service to move into business analysis. Neither are you the first person from law or from an engineering background to move into business analysis. You're not the first person from your school. You're not the first person from your local city or community to do that. Use LinkedIn, right, to build those relationships, ask them questions, find out the things that they did, look at their LinkedIn profiles, see their journey and the things they've done to get there, ask them questions, join a coaching program, take take a training class if you can. There's a lot of training opportunities available. And also at the Business Analysis School, we have coaching programs, we have certification programs as well. With the coaching programs, they're designed to help you land that job, right? And then with the certification programs, that means that you already have the experience, the skills, and you just want to get certified. And we have those available. And no, you don't need to write all the levels of certification. For the level one certification, entry level, 1 year of experience, 0 to 1 year of experience, right? So you have 0 to 1 year of experience. You can then take the entry level. If you have 2 to 3 years of experience, you can take the CCPA. So that is for 2 to 3 years. And if you have 5+ years of experience, you can take the CBAP certification. That's the fantastic thing about this career path, is that you don't need to write levels of exams, diet one, diet two, summer diet. There's no summer diet, there's no winter diet or anything like that. It is just one exam. You take it, you pass it, that's it. I've taken my CPAP exams, years ago, and what I do every 3 years is I recertify. So am I still working as a business analyst? Am I carrying out business analyst activities? Am I involved in the BA community? Am I volunteering? All of these things are the things that I use to recertify. So every 3 years, if I can show 60 hours of all this BA work, then I'm able to keep my certification. Earlier this morning, I was in a webinar with Laura Patton, and she's an amazing woman. I fell in love with her instantly. The first time that I spoke to her, she's an amazing woman. She's had a career in business analysis till date, and she's retiring. And I was saying today that for anyone who is doubting this career path, Laura is the I don't know what to call her, but she has shown you, Laura Patton has shown you that you can start and end your career in business analysis. She started her career in business analysis, moved into management, became a consultant, worked with the IIBA, was part of the committees that have written the BABOK and other BA certifications, even with the PMI PBA as well. And now she is retiring, as an instructor working with LinkedIn Learning, still business analysis, right? So you can choose how you want your career to go. Do you want to work full time? Work full time for a while. You want to have your own consulting practice? You can do that. You want to be an instructor? You can do that. Whatever you choose to do, there's so many opportunities for you with business analysis. And it all takes that step of, trying, pushing yourself, learning, getting coaching, getting the right certifications. So there's the BA certifications, and then there's other certifications that are a plus for you right now, based on where the industry is going, based on the statistics and what companies are looking for, based on how technology is changing and emerging technologies coming up. So things like Agile and Scrum, do not joke with those skills and with that knowledge. Six Sigma, cybersecurity, data analysis, business process management. These are other skill sets that you need to have, and there's also certifications in these areas. So you want to equip yourself with so much that you have the knowledge and you also have the certifications, and you're able to actually position yourself for senior roles, position yourself for promotions, be able to negotiate high salaries because of that. So that is another, step, another way. And then finally, you want to always, always, always continuously improve yourself. You can't stop learning. Learning should always continue for you, whether it's through webinars, whether it's through taking courses at the college, whether it's through getting coaching, whichever way, whether it's through your company sponsoring you, whichever way you can always constantly improve yourself, because the technology emerges all the time. The industry is changing, it's very dynamic. So you can't, it's not a career path where, oh, I have my certification and I'm good, or I work as a business analyst and I'm good. You have to constantly improve yourself. And a lot of people in this career path do not. And that's why a lot of them are stuck. A lot of people that are even working as BAs, they're stuck. And if you are stuck in your BA career, reach out to me. If you want to start a BA career, reach out to me, send me a message, or go to businessanalystschool.com. Okay, so please take on these advice I've given to you. Leverage these steps. These are the steps I have taken. These are the steps also that I teach people, in taking. I have a question here. What's your opinion about replacing BA and PM with roles in AI and ML? So there's no replacement going on there. So I don't know if you have seen the continuous involvement of business analysis. It is a wheel that shows the different industries and career paths for business analysts. Business analysts and PMs can move into AI and machine learning. So AI is artificial intelligence, ML is machine learning. You can move into that path, and you're not replacing yourself. Instead, you are taking on the knowledge and using your analysis skills, because every career path needs analysis. Every career path needs some team management and resource management. So you can take your knowledge and experience in doing BA and PM work and move into AI and ML. You definitely can do that, but you're not replacing yourself. So I hope that answers your question. And I'll take a couple more questions if I do have any before I head out, because I have another meeting. But I just really wanted to come on here and really explain the steps for those who had some questions and sent me questions in the DMs. So please don't go and learn in any tool. There's a lot of people who are sharing some information that I do not find valuable, because one, learning a tool does not make you a business analyst. It's great to learn Salesforce, but there is still the business analysis skill set that needs to be there. It's great to learn SQL, Python, R, Power BI, Tableau. We teach Tableau in the accelerator program, all of that. But you need to have the analysis skills, and it starts with that mindset. And then, of course, learning. With the business analysis body of knowledge, you get to learn the different knowledge areas. You learn the task involved. You have a guideline. You have the techniques that you can carry out. You also have knowledge of the competencies required for you as a business analyst. And then going into the career with this knowledge is what's helpful for you, so that when you learn a tool, when you learn a technology, one, it's not hard for you to learn it. Two, you already know how to use it. Okay? Because as a business analyst, you're there to ask the questions. You ask why. Why are we carrying out this change? How are we going to carry out this change? Who are the people involved in this change? What is the context of this change? Is it due to external forces? Maybe we're reacting to a government regulation. Is it internally because we're carrying out some organizational restructuring? Why are we doing this? And who are the people involved in this? Right? So what is going to be the solution for these people? Right? Is it going to be an improved process? Is it going to be a new technology, or is it going to be training? That is where the BA comes in. We don't just throw money at projects. The BAs have to analyze and then develop a business case saying, okay, we should go ahead with this. And these are several solution options. And these are the things that you learn, when you join the accelerator program, for sure. You learn these steps. You learn how to implement them. You learn how to leverage your experience. Because like I said before, your experience is not a waste. Okay, your experience is not a waste. The things you've done throughout your career are valuable, right? I just shared with you a bit about my own experience. And there's so many other things that I've been involved in that have helped position me for other opportunities. So don't hesitate. If you have any questions, definitely do reach out. And then of course you can head to the Business Analysis School website. We have free trainings there. There's paid trainings. There's free trainings as well for you, regardless of where you are in your career, whether you have 1 year of experience or 15 years of experience. There's a place for you in business analysis. You can create a career that you love, and you cherish, without, struggling. And what I've loved about the BA career is that flexibility in the career. You can choose to work in any industry, whether it's banking, manufacturing, oil and gas. A BA can work anywhere. Someone reached out to me today and said, I don't want to work in finance anymore. I don't want to work in banking anymore. I don't know what her experience in banking has been. Maybe not good. That's fine, my darling. You can work in any other industry. That's the beauty of business analysis. You're not restricted to an industry. You can use any software or tool. You're not restricted to one software. I don't like to restrict myself to just learning one tool or one software because there's thousands of them. Okay. Another fantastic thing is also the work flexibility. You can work remotely if that's something that you want to do. You can work remotely as a business analyst, right? For any company, you can live in Canada, work for a company in the US. You can live in Toronto and work for a company in Winnipeg. You can live in New York and work for a company in Sweden. That is a fantastic thing about business analysis. I've worked remotely, for a while, even before the pandemic, just because business analysis afforded me that. And then you see yourself as a consultant. The company relies on you for your advice, for your recommendations. And that is why you do not want to take your learning for you don't want to take your learning, as a joke. You want to be serious about it because the company relies heavily on you. And once you get into the company, they're already throwing their problems at you. You're there to solve problems. See yourself as a fixer, right? When you have a problem with your bathroom or your washroom, for example, you're calling on a plumber and you believe that he can fix it. So you're not going to come and tell him how to do his job. That's the same way it is with business analysis. You're coming to solve problems. Every company has problems. Every company has needs, and you're there to help them define those needs, analyze those needs. Do we need to really spend this amount of money right now? What if we upgrade the current system we have? What if we just train our people? Maybe they lack training than throwing money at projects. So these are the things that BAs do because we focus on solutions. We're here to provide solutions. Now, I hope this was helpful for you and you have an understanding of these steps. In the next session we'll be talking about the BA career path and the flexibility of the career path and and also looking at how you can leverage your knowledge in the business or in technology or both ways, right? So we're looking at that next week by God's grace. But if you do have any questions, I have to get off the live now. You can definitely send a message. Happy to respond to you. I do say Fofie, please send me a message. I see your message. Please send me a message. I'd love to speak with you. And of course, if you want to learn more, there is a free training right now on the Business Analysis School website. You can go take that free training. Either it's going to be live or pre-recorded. You can take that free training and it's to give you more in-depth knowledge as to how to get started in your BA career. And so many people have done this around the world. And what's stopping you? Take action today if this is a career path that you want to get started in, and it opens up so many opportunities for you. Thank you so much. My name is Eno Eka. I am the founder of Business Analysis School. I am a coach and consultant who helps professionals land six-figure jobs in business analysis. I help businesses as well implement technology, to improve to increase their revenue and improve their business processes. And if I can help you or serve in any way, reach out to me. I'll be happy to have a chat with you. Thank you and have a wonderful rest of the afternoon or evening. I see you, Zandili. I see you, Namdi. Thank you so much. Bye.